I am so excited to show you this because it's a Saab 9.5 mod for BeamNG. This is a car I drive in real life, and as you can imagine, I am over the moon to see it in the game. There are very few Saab mods, but FastLane has brought this Saab 9.5 Wagon to BeamNG. Now, this is the Wagon, also known as the Sport Combi or the Estate. It is a really good-looking car, and it has some of the Saab features that you've come to expect, like this hockey stick design on the rear windows. That's something they've always done. Now, unfortunately, Saab went bankrupt in like 2011, 2012, but this is from their later years, and I love it a lot. So, we're going to be checking it out on East Coast USA. The interior is also very nice. This is from a GTA model, actually. It's got a working shifter. We've got a working handbrake. The dials are illuminated in green, which is the color they use. It's really nice. And there are 21 configs to check out. And we're starting with, whoa, the 2-litre T. This is a light pressure turbo petrol model. We can also drive some of the diesels in this pack of cars. The diesels weren't as popular. I think a lot of people valued the Saab engine, which is under here, under the bonnet here, more than the GM units in those diesels. But whoa! So it's slightly sporty, but the suspension is very soft. As you can see, we're going to be driving around with traffic today, so we can test the overtaking performance and maybe crash into some people. So, Saab was really well known for their safety and security. So what we're going to do, we're going to crash into this covert and see what the crash model's like. Here we go. So, bang. We're like half offset crash there. Oh my goodness. Well, the covert's been destroyed, but the passenger cabin of the Saab is pretty much totally intact. And that was quite a high-speed crash, so yeah, it's a pretty good J-beam, and it shows how strong these Saabs were. So I helped out FastLane a bit with this mod, and he even created a personalized version, a replica of my car in the game, but we'll check that out a bit later. So let's try the diesel, the 2.2 TID. It's also worth mentioning there are right-hand drive, left-hand drive, and US domestic market models in this pack. Because this is a diesel. Is it fast? Well, it's okay, isn't it? It's not that slow. So it doesn't rev as high, only revs up to about 4,500. Whoa, can't see where I'm going. Oh, sorry. Oh, there goes the wing mirror. The wing mirror's been completely taken off. So yeah, these GM units, they kind of broke down a lot. They weren't great diesel engines, but, you know, Saab came quite late to diesels. This car was introduced in about 1997, 1998. That was when they introduced diesels, so not like other companies like Mercedes or BMW. They were late to the party in terms of diesels. Whoa, my goodness, I can't see where I'm going. Oh, it's quite fun to drive an exterior view, but oh dear, I've completely wrecked it, haven't I? So let's now try the 2.3-litre petrol. This one's in beige. Oh my goodness. So FastLane has actually created all of the real-world factory colours in the game. It's going to be a bit more powerful. It should have about 180 horsepower compared to the 150 in the 2-litre. How fast is it? It definitely feels more sprightly. There is also the stonking grey Aero model, which has a massive turbocharger, not the light pressure turbos that are in these models. Yeah, the handling is actually really realistic and good. Like, it does... Whoa, the body roll is pretty much perfect, and, you know, there is quite a bit of understeer, which is just how it handles in real life. It's kind of cool. But to be fair, you know, it is quite sporty. The understeer is manageable. Whoa, apart from when you're putting your foot down. If we turn off the ESC, are we going to get some wheel spin maybe when we go around the corners? Yes, we are. Whoa! Wow, that worked quite well. Oh, off-road. I think this is the Sawmill, isn't it? Yeah. There is a special off-road variant we're going to try as well. Okay, the 3-litre TID. Oh yeah, listen to it. That sounds great. Okay, let's turn off the traction control. We're kind of driving around this this Sawmill right now. Let's try and get back onto the road. I think it's down here, but look at it. I really like this silver paint job, actually. It's quite nice. Yeah, I like it a lot. The interior? I don't know what we've got, but there is the beige interior. We can maybe try one of those a bit later. Whoa, okay, we are off. So front-wheel drive, obviously. And this thing revs not very high, but it's got so much torque. This is definitely the diesel you'd want to go for. It's actually quite powerful. Whoa, watch out. Okay, don't know how he managed to avoid that. Let's go for a head-on collision. Or maybe a rear collision. We don't do many of those. Bang, ETK. How are we? Yep. We're just kind of pushing him out of the way. Oh dear, we hit a bus stop. God, the Saab is barely damaged, and that guy is, yeah. Oh, well, we've caused a roadblock. Oh yeah, this thing is really good fun to drive though. even with this diesel engine, it's not that slow. Oh, look, there's a parked Covet there. I've never seen that before. I didn't know they could park at this house. Okay, this house is the perfect place to test out my custom variant. So here it is. This is exactly like the car I drive in real life. It's a 2-litre Arc, and that means it's got this kind of wood... Whoa, don't do that. It's got this kind of wood interior, which is interesting. I think it's like... Is it walnut veneer or something like that? Anyway, the special thing about this is that just for me, FastLane made this a little bit more powerful with an ECU tune. It's something people do very commonly with Saabs, and let's find out how powerful it is. So, it should have about 220 horsepower. Let's see if it makes a difference. Okay, so we're out onto the road. Let's put our foot down. Oh yeah, that does feel a lot more powerful than the other 2-litre. Oh my god, and you can hear the turbo a lot more. Let's see what it's pulling in terms of the pressure. Whoa, hold on. Get out of the way, everybody. We're going to go up here. There we go. 14 PSI. So that's like double the PSI almost of the light pressure, well, the stock light pressure. And you can actually hear the wastegate as well. That's kind of interesting. Oh, dear. Ugh, damn it. I'll tell you what, the wastegate on my car had to be replaced. No, it's actually the whole intercooler, which is like... I don't know, it contains the wastegate, and that was a bit annoying. But, you know, generally Saabs are quite reliable. My car is now 20 years old, and there's very few cars you can say that will last 20 years anymore. So it's done pretty well. Oh dear, I'd never drive my car like this in real life. Oh yeah, it's really cool to see like a version of your car in BeamNG. I mean, it's not absolutely identical. The wheels are fairly close, and the paint job is almost the same. It's quite difficult to get this kind of colour perfect in BeamNG. And also the front bumper is more of the sort of like aero bumper from later years, but other than that, it is pretty much spot on. And it's just surreal for me. Whoa! Here we go, okay. Third gear performance. It's feeling pretty good. Rose right up just about 6,000. Whoa! Holding on for dear life. Over the bridge. See if we can get to 100 on here. Oh yeah, there's 100. Mind out of the way, everybody. Yeah, okay, let's have a really high-speed crash test into... Is it another Covet? Oh my goodness. I can't see. Whoa! Again, no passenger cabin deformation. That's really weird. I guess that is realistic, though. I've seen like real crash tests, and that is pretty much... Oh dear, but look at the Covet. Yeah, that is pretty much realistic, but the Covet has been, not good. Okay, so that was a pretty fun experience for me. Now we're going to try the Aero. So the 2.3 litre with a full-sized, not light pressure turbo. Here we go. This should be even quicker. Should have about 250 horsepower, and it does feel it. Oh yes. And there's even like a diesel tuned variant in this pack that we're going to try out, and that thing I think has over 400 horsepower. You can really tune these engines, both the diesels and the petrols. They are just crazy. Okay, here we go. The turbocharger is pulling about 16 PSI. There we go. Oh yeah, it's got slightly harder suspension. Feels really good. The Aero models even have a working turbo gauge, which I think is really, really cool. Another cool thing about this version, it's got a spoiler at the back, which on this Wagon just looks epic. Look at that spoiler. Okay, here we go. So we're going to try and get over 100 miles per hour. These things should be good for about 150 on the motorways. Well, German motorways, autobahns. And it does handle really nice at high speed. It's a very calming sort of ride because it's not too firm. It's quite easy to control. Change down into third, and then the torque is just instant with that turbo. There's barely any turbo lag. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'd love an Aero, but they are, you know, creeping up in price. And, you know, I do really like my car, and I know the history of it, and, you know, it'd be hard to say goodbye, but an Aero would be cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so we're now in a variant which has the beige interior. There's actually 3 types of interiors in this mod. The black leather, the beige leather, and fabric. I think only the very lowest trim level, the linear, had black fabric, because, you know, if you bought a Saab, you'd really want to have leather, wouldn't you? But anyway, let's try out the Rally Wagon, which is a very, very special variant. So here it is, the Rally Wagon. This is from a YouTube channel called Amazi's Corner. It comes with a push-bar lifted suspension and rally tyres. So somebody in real life on YouTube built a Rally Wagon out of a Saab 9.5. So here we go, we've got the bull bar or push bar at the front. We've got a lifted suspension, these kind of grip-all off-road tyres. Let's see what it's like off-road. So, it's a 2.3. It's quite powerful. Let's try it off here. So, I'm going to try and test the performance of this. So, how is it? I watched it. Oh, hang on a minute. Whoa, that's not what I thought was going to happen. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Does it feel okay off-road? It actually does. Saab were very, very successful in rallying. Like, in the old days, with like the Saab 96, they won a lot of rally championships. But this thing does feel okay, actually. Whoa, let's see if we can find a time trial for it. Hey, look, there's actually a long course through the sawmill. Let's try that. Okay, here we go. This is the 2.3 rally wagon around the sawmill. Let's try it. So, pretty good start. They're very grippy tyres, actually. That's good. Okay, interior view. We're going to go through here. There we go. Let's put the lights on. Jump back down. The suspension can handle it. Yeah, that's good. It's quite a tough suspension. Okay, whoa, yeah. I think it's actually pretty good. Handbrake. We do a handbrake. There we go. Nice handbrake. Let's jump over here. In fact, let's not. Let's try and test the dirt performance. It feels pretty good. It's not like the fastest rally car ever, but it's tough. Like that. Oh, don't hit that log. It's quite powerful. I think all-wheel drive would help, but what it's doing with its front-wheel drive performance is pretty good. Saab's actually pretty good in like the snow, because they're from Sweden. They are really, really good in the snow. So you'll often be able to pass like people in BMWs who've got rear-wheel drive and just can't, you know, get through the snow. But there's no excuse for this being bad in the snow with those tyres. Oh my goodness. I think we have damaged the engine. Engine oil critically low. That's not good. Okay, this is the last lap though. So let's go. Why don't we do like try and do a flip? Yeah, like that. Ah! Okay, there we go. Don't give up. Make sure to remember where you last crashed. Oh. 124. So it said we crashed, but we didn't actually. So this is the final variant. It's a tuned 3-litre diesel V6. Let's read up about it a bit. So it's got a 3-litre diesel 6-cylinder engine, which uses over 400 horsepower and 1,000 Newton meters of torque. It does that primarily through the turbo. But look, we've got blacked out windows, these custom, I think it say Wagon on it. Yeah, Wagon wheels. It looks pretty good, a kind of matte black paint job, and on the interior we've actually got these racing bucket seats. So let's try this thing. Now it is really, really powerful. If you go to the exterior, you can see the turbo gauge. Look at what it pulls when I accelerate. Ready? In second gear. 65, 70 psi. It's 70 psi. It's crazy. Oh my goodness, it's really hard to control because it's so powerful. Watch out. Oh, I ripped his mirror off, but here we go. Oh, can't quite overtake. What about if you put the traction control on? It's a fairly good traction control system. It does seem to keep the car in check whilst allowing you to put your foot down a bit. I'm getting a lot of torque steer. This is something that's very common in these cars. They're so powerful. You get this torque steer effect where the wheel gets pulled away from you in the direction you're steering. It's kind of odd. Pretty unsettling, actually. Whoa, watch out, everybody. Oh, dear, we're going into a tree. Oh, no, into a ditch. Whoa, Saab, no. Wow, we're rolling for days. Oh, my goodness. What's the result of that crash? I mean, not bad. That's pretty bad there, but yeah, pretty okay. Okay, so we're at the end of this road. We're just going to let all the traffic pass. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to the other end and see how fast this thing can go along the way. This tuned V6 diesel. Watch out. Oh my goodness. Here we go. So I'm going to probably just turn off the traction control now because I think we can control it. Here we go. So that is what? That's 110 miles per hour. Whoa, that's not good. Watch out, everybody. Okay, we're okay. We're still okay. There's 100. We were at 110 before. 120. Here we go. I think we've got 5 gears and it's still accelerating. We're still accelerating. 130, 135, 140 nearly. Was that 140? I think it was. Whoa, this is the fastest diesel Saab ever. Okay, here we go. 145, 150, we're going, oh, wrapped around a tree. Yeah, even a Saab will not survive a crash like that. So there we go, the Saab 9.5 for BeamNG. This is available for free on FastLane's Coffee page. I'll link it in the description below. You should definitely check it out. FastLane really does put a lot of effort into making everything realistic. If we just go to the colours, you can see all of the factory colours with their individual names are here. We've got the white. In fact, I don't think there is a model with the white, but that looks pretty cool. And the red and the cosmic green and the grey. quite a lot of beiges they used to make, which I'm not a huge fan of, but you know, all the factory colours are there. There's even this Bolt taxi livery, which you should really check out. Maybe you can do some role playing with this thing. Imagine you're a Saab taxi driver. But that is all from me for now. Go and check out the mod, the link's in the description. If you want to see some more BeamNG, why not click the video on screen right now where I put lots of SUVs to the test. It's a fun video where we try and find out which is the best SUV for BeamNG. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.